So, have you ever really stopped to think about what's going on when you close your eyes at night? It feels like we just kind of switch off, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the covers on one of the most essential and mysterious parts of our lives, the hidden architecture of your sleep cycle.
I mean, we've all been there. You get your 8 hours, you do everything by the book, but you wake up feeling like you've barely slept a wink. What is the deal with that? It's a super common problem, and it is so frustrating.
Well, it turns out the answer isn't just about how long you sleep. The real secret is that sleep isn't just an off switch. Nope. It's an active, highly structured, and frankly, a totally fascinating journey that your brain and body go on every single night. So let's map out that journey together. Our journey starts with the part that's all about physical restoration. You can literally think of this as your body's personal all-night repair crew clocking in for their shift. This is called non-REM sleep, or NREM for short. It's often called quiet sleep, and for good reason. Compared to what comes later, things are pretty calm. And get this phase dominates your night, taking up a whopping 75 to 80% of your total sleep time. But NREM isn't just one big block of sleep. Think of it more like you're descending a staircase. As the night begins, you pass through 3 distinct stages, and each one takes you deeper and deeper into slumber. First up is stage N1. This is that super light, drifty state right when you're nodding off. It only lasts for a few minutes. And hey, you know that weird feeling of falling and then your whole body just jerks awake? That's called a hypnic jerk, and it happens right here, on the very threshold of sleep. Next, we sink into stage N2, and this is a big one. We spend about half of our entire night right here. Your body temperature drops, and your brain starts producing these amazing quick bursts of activity called sleep spindles and K-complexes. Think of them as your brain's personal bouncers, working to block out sounds to keep you asleep while it gets to work processing memories. And finally, we reach the bottom of the staircase, stage N3, or deep sleep. This is where the heavy lifting really happens. Your body releases growth hormone to repair tissue, bone, and muscle. Your immune system gets a massive boost. Your cells even replenish their fuel by producing ATP. This is why it's so incredibly hard to wake someone up from this stage. Their body is deep in the workshop with a big "do not disturb" sign on the door. Okay, so your body is in its deepest, quietest state of repair. You'd think your brain would be quiet too, right? Well, this is where the journey takes a bizarre and totally paradoxical turn. Welcome to REM sleep. It's called paradoxical sleep for a very good reason. All of a sudden, your brain activity lights up like a Christmas tree, looking almost identical to how it does when you're wide awake. But, and here's the wild part, your voluntary muscles are temporarily paralyzed. It's called REM atonia. So you have an active mind inside a completely still body. How weird is that? The contrast is just stark. In NREM sleep, you've got a quiet brain and a body that can toss and turn. But in REM sleep, it's the complete opposite, a wildly active brain inside a paralyzed body. The whole mission shifts from physical repair to mental and emotional restoration. So what is this busy brain doing? Well, it's doing some serious work. It's consolidating memories, especially those how-to skills, like learning to play an instrument or ride a bike. It's boosting creativity, helping us solve complex problems. And yep, you guessed it, this is the stage where our most vivid, story-like dreams happen. Now, here's a mind-bending theory from the Nobel laureate Francis Crick. He suggested REM sleep might actually be a form of unlearning. It's like a mental cleanup crew, strengthening the important memories while clearing out all the irrelevant junk from the day so our brains don't get overloaded. So we have NREM for the body and REM for the mind. But how do they fit together? Well, it turns out they aren't just 2 separate halves of the night. They're partners in this intricate dance that repeats over and over again. Here's what one of those full dance routines looks like. You descend through the NREM stages into deep sleep, then you climb back up to lighter sleep before you enter your first, usually pretty short, period of REM sleep. This whole sequence takes about 90 minutes. And you don't just do this once. Your brain and body repeat this entire 90-minute dance 4 to 5 times every single night. This consistent pattern is the fundamental rhythm of your sleep. But, and this is absolutely crucial, the cycles aren't identical. Your body prioritizes. In the first half of the night, your cycles are dominated by that physically restorative deep sleep. But then, in the second half of the night, the cycles shift. You get a lot less deep sleep and way more mentally restorative REM sleep. So now we can finally go back to that opening question. Why can 8 hours of sleep sometimes feel like nothing? The answer lies in the integrity of this beautiful, complex cycle. The real key to waking up refreshed isn't just the total number of hours you're in bed. It's about giving your body the chance to complete 4 or 5 of these uninterrupted 90-minute cycles. Waking up in the middle of deep sleep or cutting your night short and missing out on that crucial late-night REM sleep, that's the real reason you can sleep for 8 hours and still feel exhausted. So, sleep isn't passive rest. It's an essential, active process with a clear and vital architecture. And the question to leave you with is, now that you know the complexity and importance of this nightly journey, are you truly giving your sleep the respect and time it deserves to complete its work?